Hello everybody, this is a grumpy old guy gaming, and today we're going to be taking a look at a little Road Rash II for the Genesis. A game my brother and I played a bit. I wouldn't say we got super heavy into it, but it was definitely one of our favorite early Genesis games, at least early for us. We picked up a Genesis very late in the console cycle. Honestly, most of our childhood we spent sort of behind the times in consoles. About the time people were moving on to PlayStations and looking forward to the PS2, we had finally got a Genesis. Didn't stop us from enjoying it, and this is a game I kind of wanted to revisit and play today. Starting off in 16-bit Alaska. Just sort of riding our way past Slug there. Rest of the pack dissipates a bit, but we're fairly back in the rankings, and the way I remember this racer working is the further back you were, the easier it was to make up ground. So as long as we're staying consistent and not getting in too much trouble here in the early going, we should get up to that top 3 spot. And that's really where the game gets fun, challenging, and beyond my skill level all in one. So yeah, I'm not going to be going too crazy with the buttons. I remember how to steer, I found the gas, and I know I can punch. And that's about all I need for Road Rash, other than to dodge the damn cars. So back into 10th place, and the bike took quite a shot there. Really got to dodge traffic, that's the important thing. That's probably my favorite little stretch of road there on this course. Virtually no time passes, and you go from a 45 to a 35 and then a 55. Just the speed limit jumping all over the damn place. Really can't fault people for being a little reckless on their motorcycles, because the speed limit changes every 15 feet, it seems like. Making our way through the crowd now. Challenging for 6th. Get that rather easily. Good position to take 5th. Now we're in our top 5 spot, and this is where it gets a little bit crazier. Actually made it through there really clean. Into 3rd place. Should have Lawson and Public Enemy number 1 ahead of us, because of course they are. Good old motorcycle cop there. It's going to drive right by. Take a little bit of a chain whip from Public Enemy number 1. That just leaves us with Lawson. I believe that's Lawson ahead of us. About 2 minutes 45 seconds in. We're all kind of tied up with Public Enemy number 1. Could still kind of hear the cop in the background. Never a pleasant sound. And then we get wrecked and busted. So we're getting a talking to, and there's like all kind of different speeding bikes going by, and man, not even the decency to put us in the back seat, just stuffs us in the trunk. Got busted there. Ruining O'Connor's Oprah watching. Yay, 90s references. That means not only do we not win any money for that race, but we lose 200 bucks. What a way to get back in, huh? Go ahead and run that back. This is kind of the easy course, and I pretty well screwed it up, so see if we do any better this time. Think we'd almost have to. Can't do much worse than wrecking and getting busted. Already starting better. That much I could safely say. Get a good shot in on Kakana. Just did hold on there. Got way out in the grass and couldn't quite bring myself around in time. Wrecked into a deer there. That was bad. Certainly took our lumps on that one. Probably not going to be looking at a top 3 finish. We keep doing stuff like that. At this point, a little bit desperate to make up the ground and the time. All sorts of wildlife out here. Past the cop car. Sliding all over the place here. Somehow made our way into second. Didn't notice that happen at all, honestly. Bring ourselves back around. Hey, we stole the chain. That's cool. Be even cooler if we could hit with it, but yep, this is the price we pay for being up this high. Up against some challenging enemies. Took out public enemy number 1. That just leaves Lawson. Well, Lawson and traffic and obstacles. And my terrible gameplay. Big hit on Lawson there. And what do you know? We won! We took first! As usual, I've got to fall back on the mantra of better lucky than good. See old guy with cane cheering us on here. That must have been public enemy number 1 because we only got Lawson once. But we've officially qualified on 1 of 5 tracks. Won by 1/10 of a second. Natasha says, you know it. You got a race to win. Sure. So yeah, we could take that money and we could go to the bike shop. Be able to trade up to a different bike if we wanted. Certainly not with the cash we've got, but yeah, the Shuriken is a pretty nice bike. Let's go ahead and try out Hawaii. I can remember Hawaii just being a bastard. I never did well here. I think I won like once all time. Fun 2-player course. Of course, 2-player you had the old split screen. So you were, you know, player 1 was top screen and player 2 was on the bottom half. Got a lot of crap on the road there. All sorts of oil slicks and things you run into. Slide all over the place. Everybody's sticking on the left-hand side there. Dodging the traffic as we go. 4th place already, huh? Okay. See how long we can hold that. Well, not very. We get wiped out there. Natasha may think we have to race to win, but certainly doesn't think our asses should stay on the bike. Damn, 8th place. The absolute worst is when you get wiped out like a mile away from your bike, because then you gotta run, pick it up on foot, and that's where it really hurts you in the standings. Just really wide turns. My reaction time never has been stellar. Of course, you can't really argue when you get a nice jump off some shrubbery. Punch Buffy. Coming up, Slater, Viper, the Officer, good old Officer 21, as it were. Now in our rear view, as we're in third place. Somehow battled our way back after that horrific wipeout. All kinda. I mean, this is a really close packed race here. Once again, coming up on our buddy, your friend and mine, Public Enemy number 1. Tries to introduce his foot to our helmet. Hey, we stole the club. Gotta love stealing the club. And yes, I am, like, biting right through my lip there. What can I say? It's a tense game for me. Enjoying it. Just... Oh! Well, I was. I was enjoying it. My goodness. That one hurt. Takes away any shot at the win. At this point, hanging on to top 3 would be fine. Pretty near the end, I would think. Yep. Third place. Better than we deserve for smacking that car right at the end. But hey, we gave it a go. We gave it our best. I think top 3 qualifies. Yeah. There you go. Qualified, got $500. Lawson says, do you think you could perform like this forever? I have quantifiable reservations. So a little bit of big word throwing there from Lawson, and that's fair. I certainly don't plan on performing like this much more, but thought this would be a fun little look at Road Rash 2. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you around.